Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have a video for you for the Freaky Fast Friday from International Scrapbook Day. So I'm just a little behind on that one. I am using the Summer Dreams collection from Echo Park, and I pick up this paper pad as well as the 6x6 paper pad at Hobby Lobby back when they had that huge massive clearance, and I think I paid like $2.50 for the paper pad, and I got it at the time because it was $2.50. And it has a lot of pink in it, so I didn't think that I would use it very much. But now that I'm doing all these photos of my friend's children and she has girls, this I thought was a perfect collection to use. I go ahead and decide to cut down the pieces of paper. I do use a 6x6 piece of paper for the 1x3 just because I wanted to make sure that that print was very small. And then I used this polka dot paper to cut the 3x11, and this navy blue paper I think is probably my favorite piece of paper. I cut that at 8.5 by 9.5, and then the teal stripe gets cut down to 2x10, and I have so many issues with this stripe paper, which you'll see in just a few minutes. And then the last piece that I'm going to use is this bikini paper, which is 4.5 by 6.5. So now that I have cut down all of the sizes, I just start playing around with the pieces and trying to figure out what works for my layout. If you guys have followed my channel, or if you're new to my channel, you will know that I do the Scrap Room's Freaky Fast Friday challenge quite often, and I usually end up using the one side of the layout for the Freaky Fast Friday. And then what I end up trying to do is use the leftover paper, the paper that I've cut into, to create the second half of the layout, which I did pretty well in this one as well. So I'll show you guys that in just a moment. And I always struggle with the smallest piece. This 1x3, I don't know what to do with it. So it's going to sit off to the side for a little bit while I mess around with the rest of the paper. And I actually end up covering up, there's a person in the neighbor's yard across the street from here, so I end up covering him up, and I just add it right to the photo. So I use my distress ink in this really light blue to distress all of the edges. And then I'm going to cut out the center because I realized that I wanted to matte my photo in that corally pink color. Decide to do that, and then this is where this stripe paper is going to give me so much hassle. I really like the idea of using my banner punch to cut down and make a banner on either side, but then it made it way too short. So I thought, well, I'll just cut it 2x12 because the banner piece cuts off so much that it would then end up being a 2x10 with the banner piece cut off. You can see how much it cuts off. But then I didn't like that either. So it actually ended up being crooked because I didn't cut it accurately to 2 inches. I mean, it was off by just a hair, but this punch really does have to be accurate to make sure that the banner pieces are straight. So then I cut it down, and I don't think it's much bigger than the piece that I had on there. Could have just left it and been perfectly fine with it. But, trial and error, and that's, the things that we learn. So this is kind of the basis of my layout. This is where I'm going to pull out that center piece that I cut from the 12x12 and map my photo on it. And I really struggle with the direction that they are running in. I kind of wish they would have been running in the opposite direction, but that's one of those things that, you can't expect kids to do. Run in the opposite direction so I can better scrapbook this photo. Now that I am going to get everything laid down and everything together, while I'm doing that, let me give you guys just a little bit of an update in regards to where I am. If you follow my channel, you know that recently I posted here's my new scrap space and the new place that I'm in. And so I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of update in regards to what's going on. I had to move to a new location because Kevin and I have separated. So I moved into this new location by myself. and it's a little ways away from him. It's about an hour and a half away from him. I wanted to be able to have my own space and kind of separate myself a little bit from the situation. So that's why I decided to move a little bit away. Luckily, I have an awesome, fabulous job where I work from home. So the commute and things like that, I didn't have to worry about. I was able to kind of picture where I wanted to be and was able to get that done. And actually, my friends made fun of me quite frequently because I was thinking about where I wanted to go and where I wanted to live. And I lived with Kevin. We were about an hour and a half from Disney, which you guys know that I'm a very big Disney fanatic. And now I am about 20 minutes from Disney. So I actually moved on like the other side of Disney. And I love being in this area. It's definitely an adventure, and it's going to be lots of fun things that I have to figure out and move forward with and things like that and move forward with my life. So that's what I am currently doing. So right now, my scrap room is unpacked enough for me to scrapbook. I still need to, my mom's actually going to be the one that comes over and puts in my shelves for me. And so that still needs to be done. And there's a lot of things that are currently packed away still until we can get time to get those shelves put up. But I have enough stuff out that I can scrapbook with because this move has been anticipated for quite a while, a couple months now. And so I had actually kind of downsized my scrapbook room and kept out only the things that I wanted to scrapbook with and that I could get away with just having. And then the rest of it went packed away. So that's where I currently am. I have very limited supplies still, but I'm going to make it work, and I'm going to make some videos for you guys. I'm excited that that's where I am. I'm glad that I was able to get that done in just the week's time frame that I had taken off from work to be able to get everything moved over, as well as get semi-unpacked so that I am livable and not just, living out of boxes, which I still am frequently. I will tell you that it took me 2 full days of searching for my camera charger. I couldn't find it anywhere. Finally gave up, and I was like, I'm just done. I can't find it. Maybe I'll just go buy a new one. I just don't even know where it was. And I was going through some of my clothes to get rid of them because I have a smaller space now. And it somehow got stuck in between 2 pieces of clothing that were hung up. Like, I did take everything out of the closet, like on the hangers in like big chunks, and throw them in my car. As opposed to like packing them. And so it must have got somehow stuck in there. So I'm glad that I took a break and decided to do something else, because that's where I found it. So now that my battery is fully charged and I can actually make more videos, I can start doing that. This video here is one that I had pre-planned, obviously, because this is from National Scrapbook Day. So I knew that I was going to have some videos there. So I still have a couple of those to post for you guys, so that because I do like to stay a little ahead and make sure that I have all of videos posted that I can, so that I'm not struggling and running around trying to get videos posted every day or anything like that. I like to have them planned out at least a week in advance. All right, so now that I have babbled on and on and on about my personal life, whether you wanted to hear it or not, I appreciate you guys being there for me and showing me support. I really do enjoy each one of your comments about the things that are going on with me, and appreciate you guys being patient with me while I get this move and everything settled. Back to the layout. I use this 4x4 card that says "Live in the Sunshine." That is the title for my layout. I just love the way that it came together and the way that it just brought in. There's very little yellow throughout the layout, and that just really pops that yellow and that sunshine, and that's what we get in Florida. So I really like that. And I pulled out this watermelon and used some fun foam on that, and then I also used a rosette that came in the package, and it had a Ferris wheel on it, and that didn't fit for my layout at all. So I just pulled out a sticker of a camera, added that right on top. So don't let those things get you down. Make sure you find something that fits on top of it. And then from there, I pulled out my embellishment book and put some pieces on there. I wanted to bring in a lot more orange, so I pulled out this first this tag that says, "Let's make a splash," and it has a little kiddie pool and a water hose, which is perfect because the kids were playing in the sprinkler, so I felt like it brought that type of feel into it. And then this little orange sticker that says "Enjoy" on it. I also added that sticker up there at the very top right hand side that says "Smile," and now I'm adding some puffy hearts in this pink color, 2 different shades of pink. And then I found this orange little square journaling block to add my journaling to. And on top of that, I added just a little tiny little orange heart. This is where I'm going to add a bathing suit. I felt like it just needed one more bathing suit to kind of tie everything together, since both the girls are in more of a one piece than the bikinis that are all over the paper, but I think it works. And this is where I fiddle around with the layout. This is what I was telling you about before. I don't like the fact that the kids are running towards the left-hand side of the page. So when that picture was on the left, it looked like they were running off the page. I moved it over to the right-hand side, and I moved the "Let's Make a Splash" and the pink enamel heart, and that helped a lot. As I was looking at it, I really wish I would have paid more attention to the fact that I was going to do a double page layout, because I would have put the polka dotted paper and the teal stripe paper on the far right hand side as opposed down to the middle, but it still looks really good, and I really like the way that it turned out. I did use some gold Heidi Swapp Color Shine to add just a little bit more texture and dimension to the layout. And I did go ahead and journal this. I talked with my friend and asked her what was going on, and so I just put something very simple. I put the kids' names, and then enjoyed them enjoying the sprinklers at Grandma Kay's house, which is the kids' great-grandmother, because it's my friend's grandmother, and then the year on that little journaling tag. And then I'm gonna fiddle around a little bit with this "So Fun" tag. It was laying flat, and I wanted to add a little bit of dimension, so I would go ahead and put some fun foam behind it to make it more level with the picture itself. That is it for this layout. Thanks everyone for following me along with this process, as well as the update that I've been promising you guys in regards to what's been going on in my life. So I have actually unpacked things, so I do have close-ups and full layouts for you guys. I brought those back because I actually have the videos or my layouts unpacked and ready to go in the album for my friend. So thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.